Yes, outside dog. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you try to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault.
Halfway between Boston and Providence, it's the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go from Foxborough. Jones now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
May to throw on second down. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows. And if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative, freeing him up.
Throwing on third down is May. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Patriots touchdown.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Austin Hooper was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Runs for it with Henderson. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 8-yard line.
Here's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Atlanta.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Robinson. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On second down, Penix. Oh, that is out of his reach, overshooting him on the deep ball. Incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be third down. Shotgun. It's Penix. This is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Penix. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
They run over center with Robinson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9 with a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up a second and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run here for Robinson. Robinson, a first down and more. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. They get 24 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down. They'll go again with Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the Patriots' 33-yard line.
To throw is Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Atlanta.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play in this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's hoping to come away with a touchdown of his own.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Here's a toss left side for Robinson. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Is good. Makes the score Falcons 7, Patriots 6. Bradley Pinion set to kick
The
off.
kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. No return here. This is a touchback.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Divine Diablo there to make the play.
Brings up second down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Falcons with the early lead. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. They've got it second down and 7. The middle, it's Henderson. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And our Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's May. That's into the hands of Diggs. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat. He does the rest.
He was
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Throwing on second down. May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Now Stevenson. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up second and
8. From the gun, here is Penix. Open man downfield, that's London. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. He'll look London's way again. It's complete again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. It's a give up the middle to Robinson.
Robinson, ball carrier. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 18-yard line.
They face second down and 7. Looking to throw, it's Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll run with Robinson. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now Penix to throw on second down. Working his way out left. He's got his big tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. Beautiful play on the move out of the pocket to his left. And he finds the end zone for the touchdown. What a play, Greg.
It really was. And how often do we see quarterbacks that really are trying to make a play, throw the ball to maybe a crowd, throw it into tight coverage, especially down here in the red zone. You have to protect the ball and make great choices, and he keeps that one alive, and it pays off.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Falcons will up the lead to 5.
Patriots 9.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's May to throw it on first down. He'll go underneath to Henderson. And he's down on the other side of midfield, marked him at the 48-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Henderson now on first and 10, and he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline. It is 2nd and 6. Once more, it's Henderson. Peeling forward for maybe a yard. Brandon Dorless there on the tackle. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Talk things over before third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Forced out wide. Thrown on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete. He's trying to locate Travion Henderson out of the backfield. And it's going to lead to 4th down. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This officially a 58-yard attempt. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. In this case, the upright sent it right back.
On the give, it's Robinson. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's out of bounds, marked him down right at the 10-yard line. It's a big run by Robinson. 41 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
all gear. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
On 3rd down, Penix. And that is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
4th down, the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. This is about as short as you can get. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. That one incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
There's a short one to Hoopus. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Henderson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This one from 41 yards out. He'll bang that one through. It's good. So we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
A give up the middle to Algier. He is tough to bring down. They finally do. Somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll run the sneak, and he's going to have a Falcons first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker and find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. And he's in. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcon.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and